What's going on, YouTubers, Mopar people? Out here on a nice day, halfway decent day I should say. Hasn't got too hot yet, with cloud cover with a good strong breeze, but here's the new addition to the that we've had for quite a while. It's been sitting in the automotive cocoon for a few years. This will be the new addition to my videos. This is Project Black Widow. It's my mom's Jeep. This is one of the other Jeeps I do some work on, but due to situations, it's been sitting for a while. I just got the all the wheels taken off and all the brakes cleaned up and unseized. And I know they let the Jeep sit for quite a while, and I told them not to do that. At least get it out there and drive it a little bit around the block or something. But anyway, had to go back through and clean up the rotors, make sure all the brakes worked. We just got these rims from the mailman. They were white, but I got them all painted up in a nice VHT suspension epoxy gloss black paint. New center caps, chrome lug nuts. I got all these BF Goodwrench all-terrain TAs from off of Facebook Marketplace locally here by Branson. This is a 1990 Jeep Cherokee Laredo 4x4. They say 4x4, I should say three-wheel drive. But at some point we might put a locker or something, a limited slip in. I can't remember which back tire, the back rear, or the rear end or the front rear end. I can't remember which one of them. The one tire gets traction, the other one doesn't. And the other axle gets both tires to go, I guess. Or, I don't know. Anyway. I'll have to get underneath there and at another point check, see what the gear ratio is and the two axles, and find out if one's a limited slip or a locker or whatever it is from the factory, so on and so forth, and then go from there. But anyway, it had some tree sap, a layer of tree sap, moss, and some other shit growing on it. I come out here and let it soak in a combination of LA's Totally Awesome and Dawn Dish soap with some water for a while. And then I came out and used my awesome little electric 110 garden hose power sprayer from Harbor Freight. Nothing wrong with it. Does a great job, at least for what I needed to do. Anyway, got it all power sprayed, got all the windows cleaned off and everything. What we're going to be doing is, the Jeep came out with a lot of chrome trim. We're going to keep all that. We're not going to paint over it or nothing. Same thing with the bumpers. But all the trim around the fender flares and the rubber trim and all that stuff, it was kind of like a gunmetal flake gray. The entire Jeep is going to get gloss black, rattle can gloss black. But I don't use just the typical rattle can. I use Rust-Oleum products, as you heard me talk about in my previous videos. Let's go up here to my dart. That's what I use, Rust-Oleum. Bought it over in the hardware section at Walmart. I like it because it also has an anti-rust additive to it. And Rust-Oleum's just, like, from my opinion, 10 times better than Krylon shit. Never ever buy that Krylon paint and primer in one. If you do, this is what happens. I was using the just solid satin black out of the spray can from Krylon, and it worked for a while, but after a few years it faded. So I decided to cheap out one day, and I got a bunch of cans of the outdoor Rust-Oleum, or not Rust-Oleum, sorry, Krylon paint and primer in one. And that was a big mistake, because it looked really nice after I got the car painted, and then about, I don't know, a week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever, it turned to this flat charcoal gray. Yeah, so stay away from the paint and primer in one. Rust-Oleum, we got the Ford Red, and I'll tell you why. As you heard me in the beginning of the video, this is Project Black Widow. this is going to be black. This Jeep's going to be blacked out, and I'm working, since I know how to do auto body work and custom paint jobs and stuff like that. I've got the hood prepped, and I got it masked off today. I got the bright red hourglass on the hood, and I'm going to let this dry really good for at least a couple days. Come back on another nice cool morning, and I'm going to tape everything off, and the really nice Rust-Oleum gloss black is going to be put on the hood. I'm going to tape the hourglass off and cover it up, and so stay tuned for that. But in a previous video, I talked about some odds and ends it needs as far as mechanical wise, an air filter, and needs the radiator replaced, and so on and so forth. And and then, like I said, the inside needs to be cleaned out. It's got some really nice bucket seats, but rear bench seat is just some odds and ends of crap. It doesn't need to be cleaned out. I love that sticker. Pants up, don't loot. It's a Jeep thing you wouldn't understand. You can tell how long this Jeep's been sitting. Anyway. Some of the fun stickers we put on the Jeep years past. Anyway. As you can tell, Jeep isn't in too bad of shape. These back hatches are fiberglass. As you can see, this is going to need to be patched up. It's showing fibers. I don't know what happened to that. It was on there before we bought it, like that. It's got a, what I guess you call a cargo rack, luggage rack, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Anyway. Yeah, so it's going to get painted. Let's see what else. Yeah, just we're getting ready to order. I'm getting ready to order from Rock Auto the radiator and the hood latch. Went to pull on the hood latch. It was a little bit froze up, and it's snapped the cable in two. But I might get some side marker lights, lenses, or something. I don't know yet. But the Jeep emblem, I'll just take a rag with some carbon choke cleaner and clean the letters off, and that'll get them back to the chrome, get the paint off there and get the chrome. Normally I mask that stuff up, but today I didn't. These Laredo symbols are going to have to be popped off, and the other one popped off on the other side. So we're going to have to get some Cherokee badges for this too. It started to rust a little bit through here. I don't know if you can see that in the video. You can see it kind of bubbling a little bit. And then somehow it got dented over here. I'll have to pop that out at some point. For being a 90 and a daily driver, it's not in too bad of shape. Fire up and ran. It didn't burn any oil. We didn't see any smoke come out the back. Like, here's another one. Got to put this, waiting for all this to dry, get all this old adhesive and foam off of here, and glue this Jeep emblem back on. Put that inside there, so I know where it's at. Anyway, but yeah, rear defroster. It's got AC, all that stuff. My 360 block, the bare block is sitting in here wrapped up with the crank and pistons and stuff. But yeah, just some little odds and ends. Yep, black it all out, finish up with the hood, and get the radiator ordered, and the hood cable latch assembly. Other than that, she'll be ready to go on the road. It's been sitting since, what, geez, according to the tags, it was last tagged of the year 2016, so it's been quite a while. But not bad for an old back and forth to work Jeep. We pulled several people. We used a tow strap, a nylon braided tow strap, and we pulled a lot of people out of the snow stuck, a lot of vehicles stuck in snow. We just drove up and put this in 4 low and in first gear, and or third gear, whatever you want. I think it's, yeah, it's third gear, I think. I can't remember if this one, the white Jeep has, anytime you're supposed to tow stuff, you're supposed to put in third gear, I believe. But anyway, otherwise it says, anyway, just told them to, you know, turn the wheel, follow our Jeep, and don't try to gun it. And pulled a lot of people out. Winter's passed with that thing, and hopefully we'll get it running again. And I'll be doing a series of videos on this, you know, working on it and getting it painted, and just little odds and ends. But I rambled on long enough. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, need any help working on your Jeep, let me know, because I work on all these Jeeps, 80s and 90s Jeeps. Have a good day.